Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. We're going to be replacing the headlights with these SLK custom headlights. We got these off of Amazon. These are red. They're supposed to have a red line around them. So we're going to see how these look. So let's get started on this. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make our wiring harnesses. They come with two adapters here. One is for a RZR 900 and one is for a RZR 1000. For whatever reason, they don't put them together. I don't know why. That's just kind of stupid. So the larger ones are for the 1000, so we need to take these out of the bag, push these aside, and then we need to make these connections. So I'm going to take care of that real quick. So the headlights did not come with any instructions whatsoever, just had these wiring harnesses. Now this is the proper wiring for the 1000. It's going to be black, red, and yellow. There are daytime running lights available on this, and it's part of the package, but there's a white wire that comes out of the headlight that needs to be wired to an always on position, or not always on, but ignition on. That is something that I'm going to have to do separately, but this is the correct wiring. It is not displayed on their webpage. It is not displayed anywhere. As a matter of fact, on the Amazon page, I have a picture of this yellow wire in the first connection right there. That is incorrect, but this is how it's supposed to be. One, two, three. Each one has a spring so that you can adjust the direction of the beam. And in order to do this, we had to just remove most of the screws for the front grille. It's still in there on the bottom. And we lifted up this fender so we could get into the last one. If you don't have your front bumper on, it'll be a lot easier. But that's what we had to do in order to get this out. Now we're going to just replace the other one. Little side note here, these adapters, the wiring goes the other way on the flip side. So I have to change the black. It has to be black, red, yellow, as opposed to the red, black, red, yellow that I have on this way. It's flipped over. Why? I don't know, but that's the way it's got to be changed. So. Here's the supposedly broken headlight. This one had moisture in it after the accident, but I don't see anything wrong with it. Looks really good, no cracks, nothing. Put in the box. Maybe it'll get sold. Maybe it'll just sit there for a couple of years. Here's a new light. We're also working on the wiring for the daylight running lights. We put a little clip on it right here, so we'll be able to just connect the power to it. This will stay on whenever the RZR's turned on. It's going to have the red halo light. Okay, so here we have the lights are done. We have the daytime running lights set up. When you turn the ignition off, that will go off. If you just have the ignition on, no lights, you will have that on. So this is what we have. This is what it looks like. Looks kind of cool. It's going to look even better when we get the other lights on it that we were going to put on. As you can see, we have some light that's coming over the front shocks. It's actually a light that's from the headlights where it doesn't seal up. And that kind of just makes the front suspension red. It's kind of cool if you want that, but you won't have it on the back. You're only going to have it on the front. I'm not saying I like that, because we are putting lights above the wheels, so that might conflict with it a little bit. Let me show you what it looks like with the headlights on.
That's the regular lights, and that's the high beams.
So overall, this wasn't very difficult to install. It was a pain because I have the bumper on. If I didn't have the bumper, I would have been able to do this a lot quicker. The thing that took the longest was the wiring harness. They give you these two separate clips. And let's see if this is for the 900, but you have to wire this in, get the right wires. There's no diagram, there's no manual whatsoever. I just had to take a meter and just checked for voltage, whether it was low beams or high beams, then connect it that way. And for some reason, the left and the right wires were different. So when I did one, I said, okay, let me just do the other one, and then it didn't work. But I had to go back and change that. The connectors that actually fit into here, these right here, they just keep coming out. When you push them in, they don't line up very well. This is garbage. So is the rest of the wiring harness and the way they put it together. Would I recommend these? I'm not sure. If you like the look, that's all that they're good for. I don't think they're that much brighter. We'll take a look in the comparison and see. But overall, the instructions, the manual, it was lame. They should be very disappointed in themselves. There was a spider that fell. If you like the red halo look, or if you got a blue one, you can get blue, orange, or yellow, I think. As I was putting these in, I was wondering about being street legal with having red lights on the front. That might be a problem. I don't know. I don't ride on the street much. I do ride in Mexico on the street, but they'll pull you over for anything, so it really doesn't matter. So overall, they're good looking. Not much more light. I'm putting more light on here anyway, so I don't really care. I had to replace them. They were cheaper than buying a single headlight. So that's where I'm at on it. Good product. I'll put a link to it. If you like the looks, you can buy it. If you don't like the looks, move on to something else. There are a lot of other cool things out there. A lot of different choices. This is something I just wanted to try. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.